Williamsville native living in Mexico City was among the thousands running from those crumbling buildings yesterday.
Joanne Lopez was at work when the quake struck, and she's still not been able to return to her apartment, which is in the center of the city. News 4's Jen Shantz spoke with her via Skype this morning. Jen?
Dave, that's right. Lopez says rescue efforts have been nonstop. The Canisius College graduate works in public relations for a restaurant in Mexico City. She's been living there for about 6 years. Now, she's been through earthquakes before, but none, she says, this devastating. She witnessed firsthand yesterday the desperation of first responders struggling to hear civilians trapped deep below ground after buildings crumbled. Here's video Lopez sent to us. That dust you see there, that's from collapsed buildings. As we've reported, the death toll is at least 225 this afternoon, but Lopez says from what she's witnessed, that number will change. People are buried so deep into the ground, machines pose a danger in potentially crushing survivors. She says first responders are actually digging their way into the concrete to save people. There's a hand signal being used in Mexico City, which means to be quiet. You can see it there on your screen. When you see that fist in the air, first responders can then listen for the calls of survivors. Yesterday morning, Lopez and her co-workers underwent an earthquake drill, a way to commemorate the 1985 earthquake that occurred 32 years prior, killing thousands. It was just hours later she was running for her life.
As I'm walking down, you could say about 15 steps, and I walk out. I could feel like a little bit of the movement, but as soon as I hit outside, the 15 steps, I could feel the ground starting to shake like that. So even the cars, as long as you want to be outside and feel like you're safe, you're not, because the ground is moving.
Lopez's parents are Buffalo public school teachers. Her sister lives in Houston and just went through Hurricane Harvey. She tells me it took about an hour before her parents learned she was okay yesterday. Lopez says there are portions of the city with no electricity or running water still. Mexico City will be in mourning for 3 days as crews continue to try to locate survivors still trapped. At 6 o'clock, how a local restaurant in downtown Buffalo is helping relief efforts for our neighbors to the south. Live in the studio, Jen Shantz, News 4 at 5.